Hi students, this is Botany PSR. Today we will discuss about where does photosynthesis take place. That is, what is the site of photosynthesis? Where does this photosynthesis take place? Which parts will perform photosynthesis? What is the main part? What is the other parts will perform photosynthesis? This photosynthesis contains how many phases? Those phases occur in which part of the chloroplast? All these points we will discuss today. Okay, right. Where does photosynthesis take place? Or what is the site of photosynthesis? We all know well about photosynthesis takes place by which cell organelle? Chloroplast. If chloroplasts are present, that parts appear green in color. We are well known about that chloroplasts are found in leaves. Will that chloroplast will be present other than leaves? Yes. Wherever that green part is there the presence of chloroplasts. That means chloroplasts are mainly found in leaves. Sepals are green in color. Young stems are green in color. Unripe fruits are green in color. Tenuophyllum roots, that is photosynthetic roots, are green in color. Generally the roots are brown in color. But photosynthetic roots found in Tenuophyllum, that is Tenuophyllum roots are green color. That means green colored roots present means there is the presence of chlorophyllous tissue. So that is site of photosynthesis is green leaves, young leaves, sepals, unripe fruits, Tenuophyllum roots or photosynthetic roots. What is the main site of photosynthesis means? Leaves. Some other green parts means, will you find that chloroplasts other than leaves? Yes. That is young leaves, sepals, unripe fruits, Tenuophyllum roots. These are all also appear green in color because of the presence of chloroplasts. So not only leaves, other parts also appear green in color. Next, in green leaves, where do you find that chloroplasts? That is, chloroplasts are found in mesophyll cells. That is either palisade parenchyma or spongy parenchyma. In dicot leaves, mesophyll is differentiated into palisade parenchyma and spongy parenchyma. Whereas in monocot leaves, that mesophyll is not differentiated. Mesophyll is undifferentiated in monocot leaves, also called isobilateral leaves. Dicot leaves are also called dorsiventral leaves. Mesophyll is differentiated in dicot leaves, also called dorsiventral leaves. Mesophyll is not differentiated in monocot leaves, also called isobilateral leaves. In green leaves, mesophyll cells contain chloroplast. In leaves, which cells contain chloroplast means mesophyll cells. Right. Chloroplasts are present along the walls of mesophyll cells. Where do you find the chloroplast in mesophyll cells means? Along the walls of mesophyll cells. Right. Look at here these diagrams, my dear students. This is the spongy parenchyma. So this is the spongy parenchyma cell wall. So these chloroplasts, these are the chloroplasts. These chloroplasts are present along the walls of mesophyll cells. This is the palisade parenchyma. These are the chloroplasts. These chloroplasts are present along the walls of palisade parenchyma. So that is chloroplasts are present along the walls of both spongy parenchyma and palisade parenchyma. Now, if when these chloroplasts are perpendicular to the incident line, when does these chloroplasts are parallel to the incident light? This is the incident light. So, this is the incident light means these are the chloroplasts. So, the incident light and the chloroplasts are perpendicular when that is low light intensity. When low light intensity is there, that chloroplast and incident light both are perpendicular to each other. When does the incident light and the chloroplast are perpendicular means that is at low light intensity. Right, this is the palisade parenchyma, this is the incident light. So the incident light and the chloroplast are parallel. That is, when does it occur? When highlight intensity. When highlight intensity, the incident light and chloroplast are parallel to each other. Whereas when low light intensity, the chloroplasts are perpendicular to incident light. Now look at here, my dear students. When low light intensity, chloroplasts are perpendicular to incident light. In which type of parenchyma means? Spongy parenchyma. When high light intensity, chloroplasts are parallel to incident light. Okay. When does the incident light are perpendicular to the chloroplast means? At low light intensity in spongy parenchyma. When does the chloroplasts are perpendicular to incident light? When high light intensity. Okay. Right. Now structure of chloroplast. This structure of chloroplast you already studied in class 11. This is the chloroplast. Which cell organelle is helpful in photosynthesis means? Chloroplast. Chloroplast is useful for synthesis of food materials. Chloroplast, that is useful for synthesis of food materials. Synthesis of food materials, that process is called photosynthesis. So the chloroplast useful for synthesis of food materials. Synthesis of food materials is also called photosynthesis. Okay. So that is synthesis of food materials or assimilation of food materials. Right. This is the structure of chloroplast. Chloroplast is in which shape means? Chloroplast is oval shape or spherical shape. Chloroplast is oval shape. Chloroplast is oval shape or spherical shape or disc shape. Like that, the chloroplasts appear in different shapes. The chloroplast may be oval, spherical, discoid or lens shape, or sometimes ribbon shaped chloroplasts are also present. So chloroplasts appear in different shapes. Each chloroplast is bounded by two membranes, outer membrane and inner membrane. Outer membrane and this is the outer membrane and this is the inner membrane. The space present in between the two membranes of chloroplast is called periplastidial space. The space present in between the two membranes of chloroplast is called periplastidial space. Periplastidial space. And this is the granum, this is the granum, this is the granum, this is the granum, this is the granum. And this is the fluid substance. The fluid substance present inside the chloroplast is called stroma. A group of thylakoids are present here and there. Generally 15 to 25 grana are present. So this grana and that grana, the two grana are connected by stroma thylakoid, also called stroma lamellae. Thylakoid is also called lamellae. So the two grana are connected by stroma thylakoid, also called stroma lamellae. So this is called granum. This group is so called granum. So this is the thylakoid, 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 thylakoid. A group of thylakoids present one above the other as a stock of coins. This is so called granum. A group of thylakoids present one above the other as a stock of coins is called granum. The thylakoid in granum is called granum thylakoid, also called granum lamellae. The two grana are connected by stroma thylakoid, also called stroma lamellae. The fluid substance present inside the chloroplast is called stroma, or the space present inner to inner membrane. Inner to inner membrane of chloroplast is called stroma. Don't say stoma. Stoma is a part related to God cells. Stroma is a part related to chloroplast. Now this is the stroma. The stroma contains single, circular, double-stranded DNA. It may also contain RNA. This stroma also contains 70s type of ribosomes. As the chloroplast is useful for photosynthesis, that contain photosynthetic enzymes. That is photosynthetic enzymes. And in stroma, carbohydrate is synthesized, that is starch granule is found in stroma, and the stroma also contain lipid droplets. So the stroma contains photosynthetic enzymes, single, circular, double-stranded DNA, RNA, 70th ribosomes, starch granule, lipid droplet. So this photosynthesis contains two phases. One is called light reaction, second one is called dark reaction. Light reaction occurs in grana, whereas dark reaction occurs in stroma. So light reaction occurs in grana. How can you remember? LGTV, LG, light reaction, G, grana. Light reaction occurs in grana. Dark reaction occurs in stroma. That is very, very important. Light reaction occurs in grana. Dark reaction occurs in stroma. So that means here light reaction occurs. Here dark reaction occurs. Dark reaction means C3 cycle, right? So what is the function of chloroplast means? Useful for synthesis of food materials or assimilation of food materials. That process is called chloroplast, right? Chloroplast. It is also called cell within a cell, also called prokaryotic cell in an eukaryotic cell, bounded by two membranes. Bounded by two membranes, outer membrane, inner membrane. Space present between two membranes in chloroplast is called periplastidial space. Periplastidial space. Membrane system contains. Membrane system means wherever that membranes are present, that is so called membrane system. Membrane system contains grana and stroma thylakoids, also called stroma lamellae. Fluid substance in chloroplast is called stroma. This chloroplast show clear division of labor. Which cell organelle show clear division of labor? Chloroplast. Now look at here, my dear students. Stroma contains circular double-stranded DNA, also contain RNA, also contains 70s ribosomes. It contains photosynthetic enzymes. It also contains starch granules and lipid droplets. What is granum? A group of thylakoids present one above the other is called granum. thylakoids, two types, granum thylakoids, stroma thylakoids. So if you look at here means this is the granum thylakoid and this is the stroma thylakoid. That is, the thylakoid in granum is called granum thylakoid. The thylakoid present in between the two grana, the connection between two grana is called stroma thylakoid. Right, thylakoids are of two types. Granum thylakoids present in granum. The thylakoids present in granum are called granum thylakoids. What are stroma thylakoids? Also called stroma lamellae, present between the grana. Or in other words, the thylakoid which extend from one end of the chloroplast and then extend to other end of the chloroplast is also called stroma thylakoid. See, it starts from one end of the chloroplast and then it extends to other end of the chloroplast. The thylakoid which extends from one end of the chloroplast and then extend to other end of the chloroplast, that is so called stroma thylakoid, and it also present in between the two grana. Right. This is the thylakoid, either granum thylakoid or stroma thylakoid. This entire thing is called thylakoid membrane. Each thylakoid is bounded by single membrane. Here it contains photosynthetic pigments like chlorophyll, carotenoids. So that is, chloroplast contain photosynthetic pigments means where do you find those photosynthetic pigments? On thylakoid membrane. On thylakoid membrane. So that is, inner to thylakoid membrane, an empty space is present. Empty space present inside the thylakoid is called lumen. So thylakoid means bounded by single membrane. Empty space inside the lumen is called, empty space present inside the empty space present inside the thylakoid is called lumen. Overall in botany, where do you find lumen means this is one. The empty space present inside the thylakoid is called lumen. In anatomy also, the dead cell, what is a dead cell? Cell without a protoplasm is called dead cell. There no protoplasm means an empty space is present inside the dead cell. An empty space present inside the dead cell is called lumen. Right. Chloroplast is bounded by two membranes. Thylakoid is bounded by one membrane. That one you have to remember. Okay. So this is so called intrathylakoid space. This is so called intrathylakoid space. Right. From how many membranes are present from intrathylakoid space to the cytoplasm? That means that is thylakoid membrane, inner and outer membranes of chloroplast. That is total 3 membranes. That is how many membranes are present from intrathylakoid space to that of cytoplasm. They are not asking stroma, they are asking cytoplasm. From the cytoplasm and intrathylakoid space, how many membranes means? Thylakoid membrane, inner membrane, outer membrane. Total how many membranes? 3. How number of membranes that are present in between intrathylakoid space and that of cytoplasm means 3 membranes. Okay? Right. So this is very, very important. Chloroplast is useful for photosynthesis. Okay. That is, photosynthetic pigments are found in thylakoid membrane. That photosynthetic pigments means, that is, chlorophyll and carotenoids are found in thylakoid membrane. The empty space present inside the thylakoid is called lumen. Okay. Now look at here, my dear students. This is the granum. This is another granum. PS1, that is photosystem 1 or pigment system 1, photosystem 2 or pigment system 2. So photosystem 1 and 2, photosystem 1 and 2, photosystem 1 and 2, photosystem 1 and 2. Here also same. That is, granum contains, granum thylakoids contain both PS1 and PS2. Granum thylakoids contain both PS1 and PS2, whereas stroma thylakoid contain only PS1. So that is granum thylakoid contains both PS1 and PS2. This is granum thylakoid, contains both PS1 and PS2. And which type of enzyme do you find means NADP reductase enzyme is present. That type of enzyme is absent in stroma lamellae. Stroma thylakoid or stroma lamellae present between two grana contains PS1 only. NADP reductase enzyme absent. So that is granum thylakoid. Granum thylakoid contains both PS1 and PS2. Whereas stroma thylakoid contain only PS1. Do you understand, my dear students? Right. And that too, where do you find PS1? Here is PS1, here is PS1. PS1 is present both in granum thylakoid and stroma thylakoid. Where do you find PS2? PS2 is found only in granum thylakoid. PS1 found in both granum thylakoid and stroma thylakoid. PS2 is found in only in granum thylakoid. That PS2 is absent in stroma thylakoid. If only one photosystem is present, which type of electron transport system occurs means cyclic electron transport system occurs. So in stroma lamellae, cyclic electron transport system occurs. Whereas both PS1 and PS2 means non-cyclic electron transport system occurs. Whereas that is in granum thylakoids, non-cyclic electron transport system occurs. Whereas in stroma lamellae, cyclic electron transport system occurs. For non-cyclic means two photosystems are operated. Whereas in cyclic electron transport system, only one photosystem is required, and that is PS1 only. Don't say PS2 in stroma thylakoid. NADP reductase enzyme is found in granum thylakoid. That type of enzyme is absent in stroma thylakoid. So please note down all these points in your notebook, my dear students. Now look at here, my dear students. Photosynthesis occurs in two phases. One is called light reaction or light phase. Second one is called dark reaction, also called dark phase. The name light reaction, the name dark reaction was given by Blackman. The name light reaction and dark reaction is given by Blackman. Right, what is light reaction? What is dark reaction? The reaction that occurs in presence of light is called light reaction. No problem, it is correct only. In that light reaction, water undergoes splitting. That is so called splitting of water, also called photolysis of water. If water splits, oxygen is evolved. So that is splitting of water or photolysis of water occurs in light reaction. If water splits means oxygen is evolved. In addition to oxygen, electrons are also evolved. Those electrons will move from one electron carrier to another electron carrier in electron transport system. So during that electron transport system, NADPH2 is formed. During photophosphorylation, ATP is formed. So that is first of all, splitting of water occurs. Later, O2 is evolved. Later, synthesis of NADPH2. Later on, synthesis of ATP. So that is all those events you have to say in the correct sequence. So that is, what are the products of light reaction? Oxygen, ATP, NADPH2. These are the products of light reaction. Where does that water comes? That water is obtained from soil, isn't it? So that is, what is light reaction or light phase? Light reaction also called light phase. It is also called photochemical process. Photo means light. Chemical means ATP is released, no? ATP is synthesized. ATP is produced in light reaction. So that released ATP and NADPH2 are utilized in dark reaction. What is dark reaction? That is the reaction that occurs independent of light is called dark reaction. Don't say the reaction that occurs in darkness is called dark reaction. It is wrong. The word dark reaction is a misnomer. That means for that word, no meaning is there. The reaction that occurs in presence of light is called light reaction. True. The reaction that occurs in presence of darkness is called dark reaction. False. The reaction that is independent of light is called dark reaction. True. Independent of light, that is the reaction that is not dependent on light is called dark reaction. The reaction that is dependent on light is called light reaction. The reaction that is not dependent on light, independent of light is called dark reaction. That is, light reaction means in presence of light, that is during daytime. Independent of light, that is light is not required to perform dark reaction. That one you have to remember. Of course, that dark reaction also occurs during daytime, but that dark reaction does not use the light, but it utilizes the products of light reaction. Dark reaction depends on light. False. Depends on the products of light reaction. True. So that is, in light reaction, what are the products obtained? Oxygen, ATP and NADPH2. This oxygen is released into the atmosphere. Now what are the remaining products? ATP and NADPH2. This ATP and NADPH2 which are produced in light reaction are utilized in dark reaction. So that means dark reaction is independent of light. True. Dark reaction depends on the products of light reaction. True. Dark reaction depends on light. False. Dark reaction depends on the products of light reaction. True. What are the products of light reaction? ATP and NADPH2. Okay. Where do you find that light reaction? Light reaction occurs in grana. Dark reaction occurs in stroma. Right. So light reaction is also called photochemical process. Photo means light. So that is, light reaction is also called photochemical process. Chemical means here ATP is produced. ATP is synthesized. Right. It occurs in presence of light. It occurs in presence of light. In presence of light means it is so called daytime. It occurs in which part? Grana. In light reaction, chlorophyll and carotenoids which are present in thylakoid membrane, they absorb, they trap the light energy or radiant energy. For trapping the light energy or radiant energy and converts it into chemical energy. That is, radiant energy is converted into chemical energy in light reaction. Whereas in dark reaction, that chemical energy is converted into potential energy. That is so-called food. That is synthesis of glucose. Right. Photolysis of water or splitting of water occurs. Oxygen is evolved. Synthesis of NADPH2 which occurs in electron transport system. And synthesis of ATP. Synthesis of ATP in presence of light is called photophosphorylation. Phosphorylation means synthesis of ATP. In presence of light it is so called photophosphorylation. Here this type of ETS is also here. Synthesis of NADPH2 occurs during non-cyclic electron transport system. Right. All those events you have to say in the sequential order. First of all, photolysis of water occurs. Later on, O2 is evolved. Later on, production or synthesis of NADPH2 during non-cyclic electron transport system. Later on, synthesis or production of ATP. All those events you have to say in the correct sequence, sequential order. Right. Next, dark reaction, also called dark phase. It is also called biosynthetic phase. Synthetic means glucose is synthesized. So which one is called biosynthetic phase? Dark reaction. Which one is also called photochemical reaction? That is light phase. It occurs in stroma. What is stroma? The fluid substance present inside the chloroplast is called stroma. CO2 is taken and leads to synthesis of sugar and then forms starch. So CO2 is taken. CO2 is fixed during dark reaction. And ATP and NADPH2 are called assimilatory power, also called reducing power. ATP and NADPH2 are utilized. ATP and NADPH2 are utilized. So ATP and NADPH2 are synthesized in light reaction. ATP and NADPH2 are required, utilized in dark reaction. Next, it also occurs in light, that is daytime. That is, both light reaction and dark reaction occurs in daytime. True. Light reaction occurs in presence of light. True. To perform dark reaction, there is no need of light. So dark reaction is independent of light. Dark reaction, it doesn't mean it occurs in darkness. It means independent of light. It occurs, dark reaction occurs independent of light. It doesn't mean it occurs in darkness. Do you understand, my dear students? Right. Both light reaction, dark reaction occurs during light time. True. Both light reaction and dark reaction occurs during daytime. True. Light time means daytime, no? Right. It does not directly depends on the presence of light. It does not depends on the presence of light, but it is dependent on products of light reaction. What are the products of light reaction means? Oxygen, NADPH2, ATP. So which are utilized in dark reaction means ATP and NADPH2 are utilized. What about that oxygen? Oxygen is evolved into the atmosphere. Oxygen is released into the atmosphere. The term dark reaction is a misnomer. Misnomer means for that one no meaning. Right. Dark reaction of photosynthesis is temperature controlled process. Dark reaction depends upon temperature. Why? Because dark reactions of dark phase are enzymatic in nature. So many reactions occur in dark reaction. So many reactions means so many enzymes. These enzymes will act on, that is, suitable temperature. So that is, the dark reaction of photosynthesis is temperature controlled process, because reactions of dark phase are enzymatic in nature. Next, dark reactions are not light dependent. These dark reactions are independent of light. Dark reactions are independent of light, or not light dependent. Very, very important point, my dear students. Dark reactions are not light dependent. True. Dark reactions are independent of light. It is also true. Now look at here, statements true or false. Dark reactions occurs in darkness. Dark reactions occurs in darkness. False. Dark reactions occur in darkness only. False. So now that dark reaction does not occur in darkness. Okay? Dark reactions are independent of light. True. Dark reactions are not light dependent. Dark reactions are not light dependent. True. Both light reaction and dark reaction occurs during light, that is daytime. That is also true. Light reaction occurs in presence of light. Dark reaction occurs in light time only, but dark reaction does not use the light. Okay, did you understand, my dear students? Right. Let us learn in the diagrammatic way. That is, during light reaction, water from the soil is absorbed, and that water splits means oxygen is released into the atmosphere. So water converts into oxygen. This oxygen is released into the atmosphere. So this is so called light reaction. So this light reaction occurs in which part means what is this part? This entire part is so called grana. Light reaction occurs in grana. What are the products of light reaction? O2. It is released into the atmosphere. From this light reaction, ATP is synthesized. NADPH2 is also synthesized. The products of light reaction are utilized in dark reaction. NADPH2 is utilized. ATP is also utilized in dark reaction. Dark reaction means which cycle? C3 cycle. Which part means stroma. Okay. So that is stroma. Here B is which part means stroma or C3 cycle. Again, this NADPH2 is oxidized means NADPH2 is oxidized in dark reaction, and it converts into NADP plus. ATP is utilized in dark reaction, and it is converted into ADP, adenosine diphosphate. So that is ADP and NADPH2 are utilized, and finally ATP and NADPH2 are formed. So ATP and NADPH2 are synthesized in light reaction. ATP and NADPH2 are utilized in dark reaction. ADP and NADP plus are utilized in light reaction, released during dark reaction. So this A part in this diagram is called grana. This B part is called stroma. That cycle name is C3 cycle, also called Calvin cycle. So that is CO2 from atmosphere is fixed during dark reaction. This entire cell organelle is called C. What is that? That is cell organelle means. What is that C means? Cell organelle called chloroplast. What is A, what is B, and what is C? A, B, C. What are those parts? That is, A is called grana, B is called stroma or C3 cycle, C is called chloroplast. So that is, light reaction occurs in grana. During this light reaction, water is absorbed and it is converts into oxygen. So splitting of water occurs and oxygen is released. This all during light reaction. This light reaction occurs in grana. And also during light reaction, ATP and NADPH2 are released, and the released ATP and NADPH2 are utilized in dark reaction. Whenever those are utilized means the products are ADP from ATP, NADP plus from NADPH2. These are the products of dark reaction. What are the products of dark reaction? ADP from ATP, NADP plus from NADPH2. Whenever that CO2 is fixed means CO2 is reduced and form glucose, that is sugar. So sugar is formed during dark reaction. CO2 is fixed during dark reaction. Water undergoes splitting during light reaction. O2 is released during light reaction. All those points you have to remember. Okay, I hope you understood, my dear students. Please note down all these points in your notebook, and we will meet in the next class.